And welcome everyone to the 29th video lecture of Principles of Marketing. In today's lecture, we shall be discussing about classification of products. So let us begin. So, products are classified into two main categories. What are those? The first one is just a second. Okay, the first one is consumer goods and the second one is the industrial goods. Under consumer goods, we have four different types, that is convenience product, shopping product, specialty product, and unwholesome or unsought products. We shall see what are these step by step in our coming slides. Similarly, for industrial goods, we have installation goods, accessory equipment goods, component parts and materials, raw materials, and lastly MRO products, that supplies and MRO items. So what are MRO items? MRO items are nothing but maintenance, repair and operating items. So we shall see again this in the coming slides. So first we'll start with consumer goods. So what are consumer goods? Are those goods which are required on a day-to-day basis. That is, consumers purchase this nearly on a daily basis. Now, the types of consumer goods are, the first one is convenience products or convenience goods. These goods are those goods which are bought frequently and immediately, like for example milk, chocolates, candies, breads. So these all things we require on a day-to-day basis, and that is why these are known as convenience goods. These are generally low priced items and require mass advertisement and many purchase locations, that is these are purchased nearly at every nook corner of the country. The second type of consumer goods are shopping products. Shopping goods are bought less frequently compared to convenience goods. These examples are car, smaller furnitures, televisions, etc. These are little higher priced, fewer purchase locations compared to the convenience the goods, and comparison shops are there. That is, you have shops where you can do comparison of various brands. For example, you take an example of convenience product or convenience good, chocolates. How many locations it is sold? Nearly every nook and corner. Whereas car or automobile or maybe TV, it is sold not at every nook and corner. It is sold in some specialized locality, but still it is sold at widely throughout. Maybe in the city Belgaum, you may have many, say hundreds of shops, but when you compare it with convenience goods, those kirana stores or those goods which are convenience goods are present in nearly every street, or maybe two or three shops selling same convenience goods at various locations. The third type of consumer goods are specialty products. Under specialty products, the main features of these products are, these are special purchase items and require special efforts to sell them. The reason why we require a lot of effort to sell them is they are high priced, they are unique in characteristics and features, because of their high price. Very easily brand can be identified because lot of marketing is done to establish the brand, and you have very few purchase locations for this. For example, watch brands like Lexus, Rolex are specialty brands. Moving next to unsought products or unsought goods. Now these are unsought products or unsought goods, that is, people do not go to purchase them, but they are required by people. For example, blood donation. People don't go to donate the blood, but certain advertisements may come where camps can be held for blood donation. People can voluntarily go and donate their blood. Similarly, insurance products. People will not come and purchase insurance. You as agent, if you are the agent, insurance agent, you have to go search for customers, try to convince them, and then sell your item. Similarly, there are other things like crematory plots in certain religions where after dying, the body is buried instead of any other thing. So whenever this is done, there is a thing where family members are buried just adjacent or next to each other. So in order to have that, you have to first purchase burial plots, that is burial plots or burial plots, where, for example, after you die, where should you be buried? If you want to be buried, that entire family should be buried next to each other, then you have to purchase that plot. So these are certain unsought products. Unsought products are those products where people do not come out and purchase, they do not demand that product. So that is why they are known as unsought products. These are sometimes new innovations also, are often products consumers do not want to think about many times, like blood donation, insurance, or burial plots. These require a lot of advertising and personal selling. Sometimes advertising may not be necessary. Advertising may be necessary only for things like insurance, but when it comes to blood donation, not much of advertising is needed. Word of mouth can be enough. And with respect to burial plot, lot of personal selling can be done. That is, the person who is trying to sell you or market these products may come and visit you personally and try to sell the product. So these are unsought products. So these are some of the consumer goods. Now come to business products or business goods. Now in this we have five types. These are installations, business services, MRO supplies, raw materials, accessory equipments and components. We shall take this one by one in the coming slides. Installations, as the name suggests, you are going to install something, but what is that something? That something is very big. It requires major capital investment by a business buyer generally. So business, see, under business goods, a business is purchasing, it's not the consumer who is purchasing. So they are purchasing, they are installing certain big thing which requires heavy investment, heavy large investment. So that in this what happens is that typically it involves expensive and relatively long lived products, such as a new factory or maybe an expensive machinery, capital investment which may last for years or maybe decades. So such kind of items which are used by business entities or which are installed by business entities are known as installations. The second business goods are accessory equipments. These are again capital investments, capital products used by business firms, usually little less expensive compared to the earlier one, that compared to the installation. Here there's a spelling mistake. Instead of insulation, it should be installation. Just make that correction. It should be installation. They are little shorter lived and little less expensive compared to installation products, so such as a laptop, a computer, or maybe a photocopying machine, a Xerox machine. These can be a good example of accessory equipment. Then the third part is components part or and materials. These are also referred to as ingredient materials. So many times you might have come up with computers, but what are the various parts there that are there inside the computers? There are many computer parts. One such computer part is your processor. Most of the processors are either AMD processors or Intel processors that are marketed in India. So these, which are ingredients to business. Now someone, suppose for example Dell comes up with a computer, or maybe a LG, Samsung computer, or some other computers which you can think of, any company. They require processors to manufacture. Processors are sold by Intel or AMD to these companies, and finally you get the finished product, that is the computer. You are not buying processors, you are buying the finished product, that is the LG computer or the Samsung computer or maybe the Zenith computer or any other computer brand. But inside that, to manufacture that computer, the computer company which was manufacturing, that is the business firm, has purchased certain processors from processor manufacturing companies and put it into that computer, that is assembled it and sold it to you. So in this what has happened is the finished business products that become parts of buying firms, final products, such as sometimes spark plugs, For example, if you are purchasing two-wheeler, it will come with spark plug. The spark plug might be a Bosch, Bosch spark plug. So these spark plugs are purchased by your two-wheeler company or your four-wheeler company and installed in your this uh, product, and then so they sell the product, that is the car or the two-wheeler. So these are known as component parts and materials. Then we have raw materials. Any business firm requires raw materials, and that is why they use these raw materials to produce in their production process to convert them into the final product. Business products such as a farm product, like for example wheat, soya bean, cotton, or natural products such as coal, lumber. Lumber means wood, iron ore, steel. So all these raw materials can be purchased by companies that become part of the final product. For example, if you are purchasing furniture, then they may require wood, steel. So all these things which they require, they purchase. These furniture manufacturing companies purchase, then they use it in their to prepare the final product, and they give it to you. So these are the raw materials that are required by them. And then comes the business services. These are services are basically intangible in nature. Now what do you mean by intangible? Intangible is something which you cannot touch, feel, or uh, store it for later use. So intangible product purchased to facilitate a firm's production and operating processes, such as financial services given by banks, for example loan, the banking facilities, the credit facilities. So all these things come under services. The leasing of vehicles, suppose if you do not have your own vehicles, you can lease out a vehicle, and that is rent out a vehicle and use the vehicle for your business. Then legal advice which you are getting from the advocates, so that, and other consulting, like for example if you are into research, so marketing research consultancy, or maybe a marketing consultancy you can use. So these are the business services that most of the businesses use. Some normal services like security services, which you might have seen, and nearly every business firm uses the security service. So security services are services which are used by business firms. So this is one more thing that comes. And lastly, the MRO. M stands for maintenance, R stands for repair, and O stands for operating items. So part of business supplies categorized as maintenance items, repair items, or operating supplies, such as light bulbs which are required in a factory or an office premise, nuts, bolts used in repairing of equipments, or pencils, the paper, the gum bottle, everything what is required in the office, that is known as the office stationery. So all these things come under MRO. So these people, what happens is, business firms, if in their office, in their manufacturing factories, they require these items for production and administrative purpose. So these items are purchased by them for maybe administrative use or maybe manufacturing use. So these are known as MRO items. So I hope you understood class. Today's class dealt with classification of products. Two major classification we have seen: consumer goods and industrial goods. Under consumer goods there are different varieties. Under industrial goods there are different types of products. So it is quite easy and straightforward. If you have any difficulties, you can always contact us.